What if I told you the world doesn't to break you to end you? It breaks you to rebuild you stronger. He sat in the corner, fists shaking, whispering, I can't take this anymore. The voice inside him growled, then stand up, because this is where your story begins. Every scar burned like fire. Every failure screamed like thunder. Every betrayal cut deeper than the last, but his soul whispered, this pain is shaping you. He shouted into the night, why me? The echo returned, because you were born to endure. Why this much pain? Because only legends carry scars. Why so many failures? Because greatness demands a price. He clenched his jaw and muttered, then let me pay it. The world laughed. Enemies mocked. Friends abandoned. Even family whispered, he will never rise again. Through broken breath, he answered, if I stop now, I'll live dead forever. Better to fight bleeding than to live begging. Storms came to bury him, but he stood, drenched, and said, I am not drowning. I'm learning to breathe underwater. Fires consumed his work, but from the ashes he roared, you can burn my world, but you cannot burn my will. Betrayals shattered his trust, but he smiled coldly. You cannot betray a man who no longer depends on you. Failures mocked him again and again, but he rose again and again. He whispered every morning, you can break me 1,000 times, but I will rise 1,001. The ashes became his foundation. The storms became his wings. The scars became his armor. The laughter around him turned silent. The silence turned into whispers. The whispers turned into awe. And soon they said, he cannot be stopped. But they didn't know. He was never chasing applause. He was chasing destiny. When the young asked, what's the secret? He answered, pain is the secret. Scars are the secret. Persistence is the secret. You think pain is punishment. It's preparation. You think scars are curses. They're credentials. You think failure is destruction. It's construction. He told them, every loss is a lesson. Every betrayal is a blessing. Every failure is fuel. The boy once mocked as cursed became the man feared as unstoppable. The same scars that once shamed him became the crown on his head. The same storms that tried to bury him became the wind beneath his rise. And when they asked, how did you survive? He laughed. I didn't survive. I was reborn. I died 1,000 deaths, but I rose 1,001 times. That is why I stand here. He warned them, don't beg for easier lives. Beg for stronger hearts. Don't ask for lighter storms. Ask for wider wings. He showed them that rock bottom was not a grave, but a foundation. That scars were not signs of weakness, but marks of warriors. That pain was not a curse, but a crown. One day, standing tall, he whispered to himself, they tried to bury me, but I became the seed. They tried to drown me, but I became the ocean. They tried to break me, but I became unbreakable. And his story became legend, not because he never fell, but because he never stayed down. So what if I told you your scars are proof that destiny is shaping you? What if I told you your pain is the very fire that will crown you? What if I told you that everything you lost is only clearing the way for who you are meant to be? And one day, when you rise, you'll look back and whisper, they thought I was finished, but I was only being forged. They thought I was broken, but I was only being built. They thought I was dead, but I was only being born again.